Ah, hello there, and welcome. Welcome to the 20th week of Hour with Sid Yiddish. I am your humble host, and welcome to another show. This is, as I said, the 21st week, and before we get into our moments and prose and whatever else I've got in store for you, um, I wanted to tell you a couple of things. This is National Date Nut Bread Day. It's December 22nd, 2020, in our great pandemic year. It's also my birthday, and I turn 59 today, and well, actually. And somebody asked me today, what's it like to be a year before 60? And I said, just let me enjoy age 59 first. So we're going to do something just slightly different today. We're just going to do a little show and tell, and we're going to do a little poetry, and we will have a bedtime story later on, and we will have the usual sort of lineup tonight. But so I'll tell you a little bit about my day first. So, been a pretty good day, pretty good birthday, and pretty good. It's been an excellent birthday. I've got so many greetings. I've had so many greetings, and I appreciate each and every one of you who have posted on my page, either posted on my page or sent me a message. I'm really appreciative of you, and I really mean it. And I will show you some of the gifts I've received as a result. Um, and I've gotten three gifts actually, and huh, and okay. So I want to show you a few things. Um, so my friend Mark Millstone, he got me this. I guess it's a hint. This is a grooming kit, scissors and comb. I guess it's a hint because my mustache looks like a walrus. So that's what he got me. Um, all right, and this is from Dr. Nothing. Dr. Nothing got me something really cool. Gave me something really cool. This is Yellow Submarine Fold and Mail Stationery. Look at, isn't that cool? That's really, really cool. And that's the back end of the Fold and Mail Stationery. And thank you, Dr. Nothing. And thank you, Mark Millstone. And then Uncle Mickey got me this, or he sent this to me. So this is pretty age-old relic here. This is kind of a relic. This is from 40 years ago. Let's gotta watch it a little bit. So this is from um, 40 years ago. This is the New York Daily News, and it says here, the headline is, it's from actually December 10 of 1980, and it says, "No Lennon funeral at Yoko. Pray for his soul." And there is this right there. You can see it right there, and there's John Lennon giving Mark David Chapman his autograph, and then of course, you know the rest of the story. My Uncle Mickey sent that to me about a month ago. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's really cool. And I thank Uncle Mickey for doing that for me. And so let's get right into the poetry. Um, hang on here. Okay. We're going to start right off. Let me see. Oh, we'll start off with some of my poetry. And this one is, hang on, I'm just trying to find it here. Let's see. Okay, so this is my first poem, And this is a poem I call Paper Cups. I've crept for what I think to be a handful of years to a cottage in the thicket connected to the metro by a neck of train track and a frail little path to get a better look at the way rainwater trickles down windowsills. It is always the same, but I don't really care. No, not one single bit. For the rain is the same, as clear as water in a glass. For it is what it is, what it is, bead for bead for bead. And that was a poem called Paper Cups by myself. And this poem, The Old Texas Tornado. Tornado. She was a Texas tornado and a telephone. She balled the Jack from Frisco to Duluth. Spent lonely nights with joyful Jasmine when she was cold and lonely. Slept on shared benches with derelicts in Chicago and Indy. Caught a ride in Cleveland with Whitecap Willie, who sang and strummed and chorused lines, lusts all the way up to Philly. Sold her soul for a bowl in Midtown Manhattan. Drank her way up the Empire and down to Staten. Caught bullets in the middle of her back in the Bronx. Played checkers in the clinic with E.K. Ellington and T.S. Monk while watching Joey jerking sodas on the bathroom floor. Hailed a taxi in the pouring rain, dropped off at Grand Central. Slept all through Boston, jammed with a man from Jersey, trying to escape the rat race, had lipstick traces all over his face. Got raped on the rocks of the Cape. Saw a copper shaking his head as he led her back into her world of discontent. Straightened herself out in a sanitarium just west of East Trent, looking out over the riverbank, eastern Mississippi. Whistled at a colored man wearing just a hat and coat. Grabbed a lift from an old Wiccan hippie who dropped her off in St. Louis. Dove into the river and latched onto a barge heading toward New Orleans. Partied down Bourbon, scarf and jambalaya and hurricanes. Got beaded and weeded and seeded and deeded freedom to fly like a bird in the sky. That old Texas tornado. And that was a poem by me, Sid Yiddish, and that was called That Old Texas Tornado. And moving right along, I would like to do this one by, actually I'd like to, let me find her. Oh, there she is. This one, this is, I might have read one before, but I honestly can't remember. And later, Dina Stewart, and this is called My Guardian Angel. Let me move it up just a little, just a touch here so I can see it. My guardian angel is asleep at my feet. I have tired her with my hemorrhaging. She spent too much time mopping my messes, tying tourniquets. My guardian angel is asleep at my feet. She has long since given up on trying to make me stop tearing myself to shreds. My guardian angel is asleep at my feet, and I am bleeding again. This time by someone else's hand. I think I cannot be sure. The lines between blame and shame have become blurred. My guardian angel is asleep at my feet, and I cannot mend my broken skin. I cannot stop my life from flowing down and drowning her. I cannot rouse my guardian angel. She just sleeps at my feet. And that was a poem called My Guardian Angel. And this one, also by Dina Stewart, is this one, and is called My Mother Collected Statues of Saints. My mother collected statues of saints. Slick porcelain and ceramic renderings of idolized ideals. She prayed loudly, begged absolution from sins of her father's father, to the seventh generation, grasping the statues, caressing smooth torsos, weeping on halos, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 Hail Marys while I sang lullabies inside my mind, and prayed secret prayers to Mary, asking her to help me disappear. My mother collected statues of saints. And that is a poem by Gina Stewart, who is a local writer, poet in Chicago. All right, moving right along. This, we will go actually to the, I like to call it the left coast, but we're going to go to the west coast now. And this is a poem by singer, songwriter, comedian, poet Eileen Weiner. And this is a poem called Dark Alley. It was down a dark alley I met you, where the light can't find its way in. I used to try hard to forget you, now I don't even pretend. And in this dream you come to me, calling, come on baby, run to me. But that dream, it just doesn't last, and I could never run that fast. They say I'm better off now, with my feet on solid ground. But what do you do when the earth falls through? You moved me like a pendulum. You rocked me like the sea. And I would rather drown in you than breathe. And one night, when the moon is full, I'll finally slip away. And they may try to find me. They may try to find me. I'm having a little technical issues here. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can't really continue. It's a little tough. I can't finish Eileen's poem. Oh, there we go. Um, I'm gonna start this again because and I apologize for this, but Facebook can be a bit of a bear sometimes. So I'm going to start this one over because Facebook kind of screwed me up. There we go. Dark Alley, take 2, by Eileen Weiner. It was down a dark alley I met you, where the light can't find its way in. I used to try hard to forget you, now I don't even pretend. And in this dream you come to me, calling, come on baby, run to me. But that dream, it just don't last, and I could never run that fast. They say I'm better off now, with my feet on solid ground. But what do you do when the earth falls through and you find yourself sinking down? You moved me like a pendulum, you rocked me like the sea, and I would rather drown in you than breathe. And one night when the moon is full, I'll finally slip away, and they may try to find me, but it will be too late. And in this dream you come to me calling, come on, baby, run to me. In this dream you come to me. In this dream you come to me. And that's a poem called Dark Alley, and that is by Eileen Weiner, singer, songwriter, comedian, poet from the great city of Hollywood in the state of California. All right, now we move back to the East Coast. Back to the East Coast, and we go to my running mate for 2016 and 2020. This is poet Charles Bukowski. This is a poem called Inferno. Care not for fashion or what look is the latest. Every man knows fire pussy is the greatest. Hair aflame and skin so fair, every redhead and her freckles makes me come in my underwear. I love all kinds of redheads, every one of them is hot. I rave because I crave that brilliant flame-touched twat. I'll lose my mind and bark at the moon, and I'll make haste for a taste of that sweet ginger poon. It matters not size or the size of her chest. It's a great gift of nature. Fire pussy is the best. And that is poet Charles Bukowski. And we'll hear from Charles next week. Oops. And so now we'll stay in New York. And this is I guess this is a set of lyrics. And it is a set of lyrics. And it's a song by Mykel Board, who is a elder punk statesman of the punk scene of 1980s New York. Also writer, writes haiku, writer, author, columnist, formerly for Maxim Rock and Roll. And this is a set of lyrics he wrote for a song called Crass Driver. Don't you know it's just the same, long spiked hair or no hair? If your politics are on your head, don't you know it's just a game with your iron cross? Don't you know it's just the same? They both love your race or love your sex. Singers, lots of slogans hurl. They'll both think that they're the best. Feminism's white pride. Come on right, come on left. Treat each other like, since you both hate all the rest, jump in bed and go. Sure, you could pass the test. Each of you deserves the... Don't you know it's just the same hammer and sickles? Don't you know it's just the same Nazis, commies, both jail fags? We still know your aim. Both of crass driver, crass driver, crass driver. Don't you know it's just the same? Fight all wars or for racial... Can't you see it's just the same? Both of you are dead. You claim it's not the fame. You fight to make the... Leave me out of all your fights. Less it's for. Here's to you, oh left and right. You brutal, basically you're not too bright. New ideas, Mr. Crass and Mr. Screw. It's to you I sing my song, is simply that you are wrong. Crass driver, crass driver, crass driver. Don't you know it's just the same? Long spiked hair, or no hair. if your politics are on your head, don't you know it's just a game with your iron cross? Don't you know it's just the same shit? Cross driver, cross driver, cross driver. You give punk a bad name. All right. And that is Cross Driver from author, columnist, formerly for Maximum Rock and Roll, haikuist, if that's the correct way to say it, blogger, author, Mykel Board from New York. And now I would like to read another set of lyrics, and these are Beatles lyrics, and this one is called "And Your Bird Can Sing." I believe it's on the Yesterday and Today album from America. You tell me that you've got everything you want, and your bird can sing, but you don't get me. You don't get me. You say you've seen 7 wonders, and your bird is green, but you can't see me. You can't see me. When your prized possessions start to tear you down, look in my direction. I'll be round. I'll be round. When your bird is broken, will it bring you down? You may be awoken. I'll be round. I'll be round. You tell me that you've heard every sound there is, and your bird can sing, but you can't hear me. No, you can't hear me. And that was by the Beatles, written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and that was called "And Your Bird Can Sing." And now I would like to do a poem. I will show you this in a moment. I'll just clear this away. And this is from the selected poems of William Butler Yeats, and this is a poem. This one's called "The Witch." Toil and grow rich. What's that but to lie with a foul witch, and after drain dry? To be brought to the chamber where lies one long sought with despair. And this is the peacock. What riches to him that has made a great peacock with the pride of his eye, the wind-beaten, stone-gray, and desolate 3 rock would nourish his whim, live he or die. Amid wet rocks and heather, his ghost will be gay, adding feather to feather, for the pride of his eye. And then again, that was from Selected Poems of William Butler Yeats. And there's the book right there. And this one, we will go to the books of the collected poems of Emily Dickinson. And as you all know, I do read, the titles are Roman numerals. So I just read the Roman numerals as I do not know what the actual numerals are. And we're going to go to the very, very beginning of the book tonight. And this is 1. So I know some of them, but success is counted sweetest by those who never succeed. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Not one of all the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory as he defeated, dying, on whose forbidden ear the distant strains of triumph break, agonized and clear. And this is 2. Our share of night to bear, our share of morning, our blank in bliss to fill, our blank in scorning. Here a star and there a star, some lose their way. Here a mist and there a mist, afterwards, day. And these are two poems by Emily Dickinson from the collected poems of Emily Dickinson. All right. And moving right along, this will be the last poet for the night, anyway. And this one comes from, this is my favorite living poet, Wes Heine, and this is from his unpublished book called Sugar Skulls, Poems, Flash Fiction. And this is a bit of a longer poem, so I'm going to break it up a little bit. We'll hear part one tonight, and maybe we'll hear part two. We'll see. I got to see what I can get through. And this one's called The Silent Auction. Through the folded walls in my mind, across neighborhoods, reconstructed cities, and forgotten days, oozes the overall color of time, rusted sunsets, green dripping faucets, beige crumbling wallpaper, last gasps of the 20th century, a box in a basement with a heart-shaped diamond where a ghost makes his prison. It starts as soon as you are born. A baby cries, a baby screams. They will hush you. They will place you in a glass cube. Girls must be quiet, graceful, and beautiful. Boys must be strong, hard, then quiet as well. At school, you must raise your hand to talk. It's an assembly line, an invisible conveyor belt. We are livestock for factories and walls, offices, and street sweeping, for smiles on Christmas cards. Muted, muzzled, silence, sold, daydreams and nightmares, routines and car accidents. No one wants to hear your problems. No one wants to hear your dreams either. You could have the meaning of life wrapped up, and no one would care unless there was a price tag on it. Not to buy it, as much to resell it. Sold out, burnt out, broken, blitzed, mummed like an atheist at an AA meeting. And this is the first part of a 4-part poem by Wes Heine, and this poem is called The Silent Auction. We will hear part two next week. Next week. I think it's more important that we hear it next week because this is a very long poem, and it's better to savor what you have tonight and wait for more dessert next week. And this is called Silent Auction by poet, writer, singer, songwriter Wes Heine from his unpublished book, Sugar Skull, Poems, Flash Fiction. And now we get to we're close to our bedtime story. And then after the bedtime story, got a little surprise for you. So the bedtime story we're going to do tonight is a little different. It's not really seasonal, but I'm sorry, I apologize. All right. So this is a little bit out of season, but it's okay since it's my birthday. I can do what I like, and I'm going to. And this is called Happy St. Patrick's Day, Curious George. All right. So it goes a little bit like this. Trapping leprechauns, special table on the grass for each laddie and lass. Lots of scissors, lots of glue, colored papers, glitter too. Yarn and cotton, crayons new, decorate this box for shoes. Giant paintbrush, paint in gobs, green and yellow, rainbow blobs. George is ready, craft is done, now it's time to have more fun. Let's catch a leprechaun. And here's George with all his little friends. Pot of gold. Crafts are done, outdoor fun, kids are out to play. Everybody's dressed up for this very special day. Chocolate coin, all kids join, treasure hunt is on. Look around to find the gold that's hidden on the lawn. Pot of gold, wealth untold, George found the rainbow's end. That the kind of loot to share around and the kind not to spend. Music starts, George departs. It's a monkey on the run. He doesn't want to miss a beat. The dancing has begun. And there's George with his bag of coins. And you can see them. It's with the children. All his little friends. Step dancing. Girls with curls tap and swirl, knees rise up with glee, kick and jump, toes go thump. Dancers 1, 2, 3, circle dance, bounce and prance, round and round they go. Arms at sides, bright high strides, cheeks and eyes aglow. With a grin, monkey. Dancers smile, crowd goes wild, everybody clap. With all those girls dancing and four-leaf clover. And then the fiddlers start to play. George watches from a tree. What's that on the ground there? Oh my, it cannot be. George jumps over. Four-leaf clover, how lucky could he be? George thinks for a moment before he makes a wish. Then he sniffs, takes a whiff, and wishes for. There's George, and he's found his four-leaf clover. See, look at that. Like that, and then like that. An Irish dish. Monkey at the table, eating up his fill. Starting to feel full now. Well, that is until. Dishes piled with sweet things, green punch in a bowl. George jumps up to get some punch bowl. Punch bowl starts to roll. Tasty roast potatoes, warm and filling stew, fine corned beef cabbage. There's just one thing to do. Oh no, oh my, what has he done? George jumps up to clean. He smiles at his good friend and sees at last he's wearing green. His friend laughs and gives a hug, but now they're running late. They're going to a big parade and George just cannot wait. So you can see the man with the yellow hat is now the man with the green hat. George loves a parade. Bagpipes blow, drum beat low, music fills the air, bands in green fill the scene. The parade is finally here. Festive floats glide like boats down the crowded street. Irish flags, tail wags, marching to the beat. Looking round, lost and found, at last George sees his friend, green and happy, looking snappy, here at the rainbow's end. And here is the parade. There is the parade, like that, and there's George. And that is the end of the book. And that again is called Happy St. Patrick's Day, Curious George. Okay, we are getting pretty close to the end here. Couple things I want to do. So it is my birthday, and I would like to do something special. So while you're out there in the great land, book. So give me a minute, and we'll get it going, and then I will have one more announcement, and then we will go. But I'm going to do this first. Okay. Okay. It's almost like Hanukkah in a way. Oh. Okay, as you can see, it's my birthday. So I will sing happy birthday to me. And you can sing along out there in Facebook land. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sid. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Now I have to make a wish. So I must make a wish. Okay, blow out for the candles. Pretty cool. Okay, candle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's the one for good luck. And since I'm the birthday boy gets a piece of the cake. And I'll have another piece. And one more, because it's so good. This is a red velvet cake, birthday cake. Got it last night. It's really, really good. So, having said that, I would like to say thanks for tuning in. But before I go, I would like to tell you I'm doing a Christmas poetry show. It'll be a nice mix of poetry and prose, including poetry from me, Mykel Board, GG Allin, Wes Heine, Charles Bukowski, Jack Kerouac, and many, many others. Sorry about that. So that will be from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Thursday, December 24th. Again, that's a Christmas poetry show that I will be hosting, still in week 21. More of closer to an hour-long kind of show. And yeah, so that's it. And to those of you who watched, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Again, I would like to thank everybody out there who actually posted on my timeline for my birthday or sent me messages, direct messages. I'd like to thank you too. And I'd also like to thank all the mystery phone calls I received, all the mystery emails that I received, and thank you everybody for the cards. and the presents. I really, really appreciate them. So for those of you in the evening, I would like to say good evening to you. Have a great evening. And for those of you in the afternoon, I want to say good afternoon to you. And to those of you in the morning, I'd like to say good morning to you, especially the folks in Denmark, who right now it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning there. So, would like to say good morning to you. And again, one more time, Thursday, December 24th from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., I will be hosting a quarter-hour Christmas poetry show with yours truly hosting it, of course. And we'll have a nice mix, nice variety of poetry, traditional, not so traditional, punk rock, non-punk rock, other stuff. So until Thursday, you'll see you really soon. Bye for now.